In this video series, we'll be looking at simple equations, and we're going to look at coefficients and variable, like terms and unlike terms, addition and subtraction, multiplication and division. And the purpose of it is to help us to get familiar with how to handle simple equation. So in this video series, we're not going to be doing too much talking, but we're going to be showing you the example so that you can clearly understand in this video, for example, what coefficients and variables are. So let's dive down to the first example. So we have close to 10 in this series. So looking at question number 1, we have 5a squared b. What you want to do in each case is you want to be able to determine what are coefficients and what are variables, so that when we transition to start solving for variables and separating coefficients, we'll be able to understand clearly and be able to fly with the concept that we have acquired from this video. So we start with the first one. We have 5a squared b. What are coefficients? The coefficients are the numbers, and the variables are the alphabet a squared b. So if you grasp it from that point forward, you can pause the video and go ahead and continue with the rest while we continue to follow along. So let's go to the second one now. We have 3x squared y squared. What will be the coefficient and what will be the variable? Our coefficient will be 3 and the variable will be x squared y squared. And in number 3 we have 3a. What will be the coefficient and the variable? We're going to have 3 and our variable will be a. In this case, for number 4, we have z squared only. What do you think the variables will be? The variable will be z squared. Pretty easy. Then what about the coefficient? The coefficient will be 1. You guessed that right. Now for number 5, we have minus 4 c squared d. What is going to be the coefficient? Our coefficient will be negative 4, while the variables will be c squared d. And the coefficient for number 6 will be 8, and we have x squared y squared. And number 7, we have minus 5 as the coefficient and z as the variable. In number 8, we know the variable will be a squared. What will be the coefficient? The coefficient will be minus 1. Just like we saw in number 4, we have 1 times z squared will give us z squared. Minus 1 times a squared will give us minus a squared. So that minus 1 is the coefficient. For number 9, we have 7, and the variables will be u and v squared. And lastly, for number 10, we have minus 7 and a b cubed. So in this video, you've been able to see clearly what variables and coefficients are. So in the next video, we continue to look at number 2, like terms and unlike terms.